I ran across something by Evan Williams, who was the founder of Blogger, and who sold it to Google for scads of money. He's now the CEO of Twitter, so he's not an unimportant person, and he understands how to build things, build networks that are massive and have far reach. But he was writing about Blogger. He was making some suggestions to some hypothetical suggestions to the Blogger team. Now that he's out of it, he's been out of it for years now, and Blogger has moved on. So he's writing about it sort of as an outsider. And I hit one line in one of his comments that just stuck with me. As you may know, Blogger is creating this sense of social networking to it, where you can follow certain blogs and you have a profile. This has long been a dormant feature in Blogger, or it's there but not really touted, and it looks as if they're trying to make it bigger. And Evan Williams' suggestion is don't try to make one big network. Make bunches of little networks. And if you think about Twitter, that's what it is. It's people, you follow a handful, somewhere between 10 and 50 people is sort of a normal amount. And where Twitter gets its vast reach is by the aggregation of these different small handfuls of networks. And what's interesting about that is that I know a lot of organizations in the nonprofit sphere that are trying to build national movements and increase their footprint on a national basis. And most of them are thinking, oh, well, we need to create a network, or we need to create some sort of way for people to have a social network. And I would just urge them, I would urge anyone who's thinking about building a network for a social purpose, for the public good, to think in terms of micro networks. Think in terms of small handfuls of friends and connections that you can aggregate. We live in the long tail world, and the days of like the big brand are over. There might be room for one or two players in that space, but not every nonprofit is going to be able to do that. But every nonprofit does have it in its ability to create small aggregations of even smaller networks, and with that you can really leverage your impact, because as everybody knows, it's the network that creates the impact. It's not the amazingness of your broadcast version of your message. It's what people do with the message. So that's some good advice from the CEO of Twitter and founder of Blogger, thinking about what would I do, what would I advise to Blogger as they try to ramp up even more than they are now.